This afternoon, there are lots of eyes at Greensboro City Hall. There's a public hearing all about data centers. And one big concern is power usage. Speaking of that, right? So Duke Energy says you won't see a higher bill if you live next to a data center.
But is that true? It is one of the top viewer questions 2 Wants to Know is answering today.
Question 1. How loud are data centers? Videos like this have racked up thousands of views online, claiming data centers put out an awful, high-pitched noise. In one Michigan town, neighbors even sued.
It's impossible to deal with at this point. We have a nice big-sized backyard, a decent-sized front yard, and I'd really love to be able to take my son out to play and stuff, but not with this.
Not all data centers sound like that. In fact, Dynamic Quest has had this one here in Greensboro since 2007. It's really quiet out here. My phone app, which measures the sound, says it's less than 60 decibels, which is about what your dishwasher sounds like when it's running. Virginia is one of the leading states for data centers. Lawmakers there commissioned a study which found data centers emit low-frequency noise that's not loud enough to damage nearby residents' hearing and rarely loud enough to violate noise ordinances. However, some nearby residents report that the constant noise generated by some data centers affects their well-being. Question 2. How much water do data centers use? A CBS News investigation found that by 2028, data centers are expected to use more than 460 billion gallons of water every year. That's about a third of all the water used for people showering across America. All used by a projected 4,000 data centers across the country. For perspective, that's still less water than golf courses across the nation use to keep the grass green. Question 3. Will data centers make my energy bill go up? Duke Energy declined an interview request, but said in a statement that data center developers must sign agreements that require them to pay their full share of infrastructure cost. And they posted this video to their website explaining further.
As data centers come to our area, we have extra requirements like upfront deposits, contract minimums, and penalties for breaking agreements in place to protect our existing customers. Bottom line, data centers pay for data center energy and don't negatively impact your rates.
We're going to dive deeper into data centers at 5 and 6. You'll hear from WFMU News 2's Lauren Tier, who is live from that council meeting.